Hey guys, Patrick with Patch Tech Review, and today we are going to be talking about 4 months of ownership with the Xbox Series X. There have been some good changes with the system, but there have also been some things that I wished would have been fixed, but still aren't fixed just yet. So today we're going to take a dive and take a look at exactly what that is. So stick with me. Let's go. Four months sounds like a long time in terms of hardware, especially inside of the tech world, but these 4 months for this particular system have just flown right by. I really was excited to get the system home and get it unboxed and start playing. And one of the reasons why I bought the system was because of the graphics. I'm going to show you some clips from the Xbox Series X and exactly how the games look. You can see that the games look superb. They look almost like they're coming from a computer. But that's something that you would expect for something that is next gen. I was really excited about that. I still am excited about it, to be honest with you. And with all the different changes that Xbox has been making, improvements and upgrades that Xbox has been making along the way, I am very excited for the future of this system. There have been lots of little upgrades that have come along with the system, but the most notable that I've seen is the fact that they are allowing games to go up to 120 frames per second. Older games, so your Xbox 360 games and also your Xbox One games. And developers don't have to do anything. They just have to say, okay, well, I do want this on my game, and they go in and they enable it. Now, some games won't look good with this. That's why I believe they are taking their time to actually roll this out to certain games, and certain developers are actually taking a look at how their game may look with this increased frame rate, which is awesome. I mean, many people are getting TVs that have higher frame rates. Even your monitors have higher frame rates, so it actually makes the game run a lot smoother. Another thing that the system can do is apply HDR or high dynamic range to certain games without it even being a feature on that game, which makes the game look good. So if you have a TV that's 4K and has high dynamic range, your system can actually make the game look better without you having to do a thing, or without developers having to do a thing either, which I believe is also another good update that has come with the Xbox Series X and Xbox Series S. The next gen controller for the Xbox Series X, of course, looks almost identical to the Xbox One controller. Of course, I said this in the previous 1 month video. The controller still holds up, it's still doing what it needs to do. There's no controller drift, nothing along those lines. I mean, it does what it needs to do. It's still very responsive, and I'm excited about that for these controllers. If you're looking for a next-gen controller, then the Xbox Series X may not be the system for you, but most people don't buy systems for the controller. They buy it for the gaming experience. And that leads me to this. Hey guys, if you like this content, please hit the like and subscribe button down below. I'm on my road to 1,000 subscribers, so please make sure that you do that. Also, leave a comment. Let me know if you guys like these videos, if you guys like the Xbox Series X or the Xbox Series S. I want to build a community around tech, and I need you guys to help me do that. And I just want to make sure that I'm making content that is relevant for you. So let's get back to the content. Xbox Series X, as far as the next gen games that are coming out for this system, and also the Xbox Game Studios more specifically. If you have Game Pass Ultimate, you will be able to download games on day one with your next gen console or even your PC. So that will allow you to actually go in and play games right then on the launch date. Xbox is really buying up, or has bought up, a lot of companies. You have ZeniMax with Bethesda, and you have a couple of other companies that they have gone in and purchased. And a lot of these games will be available day one on the Game Pass, which I feel is what Xbox is leaning more towards. Owning these companies, almost like a Netflix or Amazon, owning the companies, owning the games, owning the rights to these games, and then pushing them right to their console, which gives them more clout as far as availability of the games, A, and also the types of games that they push out, B, but C, they want to make sure that they're giving everybody a great experience when it comes to Game Pass and also their next gen consoles as they have rolled out. And Game Pass is only going to get better in the future. I know this is not a Game Pass video, but I just want to put that out there. These Xbox exclusives, when they start to turn out, it will be awesome. We're talking about Halo Infinite day one. We're talking about maybe a Morrowind game coming down the line day one. Now I'm just speculating on that, but that is something to look forward to down the line with the next gen console being 4 months in. Now, there are some issues that I have experienced and also some issues that I know that some of you guys have also experienced, which is with the quick resume. At one point, they disabled this entire feature and you weren't able to actually go in and use the quick resume for a lot of the Xbox Series X and S optimized games. It would actually just hang up and take you back to the home screen. Well, now they're fixing that. There are thousands of games now that do have the quick resume, but some of the games that are Xbox X and S optimized don't have this particular feature on it just right now. But of course, Xbox is working behind the scenes to make sure that we have this available for our system and that we are able to quick resume when we want to, which is a great feature. If you're not familiar with quick resume, you can just jump into a game as quickly as you want to, as long as you have been playing it. It is a great feature, and I think that Xbox really did a good job of this. One issue that still persists is the shutting down of the system whenever you're playing certain games. For me, it's 2K21 for the X and S optimized version of the game, and also Call of Duty. And I made a video on this, and you can check it out up here. Whenever you're inside of the game, or either of these two games, if you have your 4K on, your HDR on, and also ray tracing on for the Call of Duty game at least, the game will just shut down. It will just stop, and it will just boot you back out to the home screen. And we have been 4 months with this system, and there's still not a legitimate fix. I made a video, I called it a fix video. It was more so a how to get through it video. But Xbox and Activision, you guys need to listen. Make sure you guys fix this. You guys have to. Whenever you're inside of a multiplayer match and you're playing a very intense multiplayer match and you're like #1, and then somebody comes up and you're about to just snipe them from across the way, and your system cuts off, and then you lose all your XP points. Xbox, you guys need to fix this, like, please. One thing that has disappointed me is the game selection so far with the Xbox Series X as far as the new titles, but I just wish that Xbox had more of the AAA titles when the system first released. Of course, we have more coming down the line, and I think they're going to try to do more to make up for it. But right now, if you're looking for those AAA blockbusters as far as AAA X and S titles that you can play right now that are brand new, made specifically for this system, there aren't many, unfortunately. We did have Assassin's Creed Valhalla. That was a good game. We did have Watch Dogs Legion, but then again, that was like a port over from the Xbox One. So we really don't have a lot of those games. And that's something that I am looking forward to, getting more of these AAA titles. And again, with Xbox buying up all the studios, there shouldn't be any lack of AAA titles moving forward. As far as memory is concerned for the system, you can buy the external hard drive for the system, the little disk slot that goes inside the back, but that's over $200, and many people don't want to buy that. So I think that's one thing that they can try to improve on, is the fact that they need to have more storage on the system at a more cost-friendly price, because actually that's more than half the price of a Series S, and that only has 512 gigs of memory. So I really wish and hope that Xbox, listen to me, Xbox, please make sure that you give us some type of other way to have more memory for the system. Please. You guys, I want to thank all of my subscribers. As I've recently hit the 500 subscriber mark, I would like to thank all of you guys who are now my OG subscribers. You guys made it happen. I'm so ecstatic and happy that you guys clicked subscribe on my videos and on my channel, and you guys have put faith in me to deliver to you guys information that you all can use. So I would like to thank you all. I do have my 500th sub was John Darren Renee. So John Darren Renee, thank you for that 500th sub. Thank you for the comments in the video, for letting me know that I was even at $4.99, and then you hit that sub button and you sub me up to 500. So I'd like to really thank you so much, and also to everybody else. Shout out to my first subscriber, my first subscribers, my 501st subscriber. I just thank you guys. Genuinely, I thank you guys. If you do want a shout out in the next video, leave a comment down below about Xbox. If you do own the system, if you're thinking about owning the system, leave a comment down below. I want to build a community to where we can actually have good, genuine conversation about this system and also other tech topics. So just leave a comment down below. I'll pick a couple of people and I'll give you guys some shout outs. And if you have any questions, let me know too. So guys, thank you again. This is Patrick, the Patch Tech Review. Peace.